As you can see, the sun has finally re-emerged, and we're going to go on a bit of an adventure tonight. We're going to drive about half an hour from here. We're going to drive north to a spot that I've just found on Google Maps that looks really interesting to take a photo of the Milky Way rising tonight. So please join me tonight for this quick trip to do some nightscape astrophotography. As usual, I filmed everything in this video about a month ago. I've had so little time to do any editing, so apologies for that. But the excellent news is that I've taken a whole bunch of photos since filming all of that. So what I'm going to do is, rather than just showing you a photo at the end, I'm just going to sprinkle in a bunch of my photos and time lapses and things that I've been taking over the last month. All landscape stuff. I'm going to make a separate video showing you some of my deep sky astrophotography. And actually, I would say that while the photo I got on the night that I filmed all of this is good, some of the other pictures that I took are, I would say, quite a bit better. So that is pretty exciting, and enjoy the very scattered and different video tonight. As you can see, I've actually got the mount out. I've had it out the last couple nights. I've actually taken the optical train and everything inside because we're about to go out and scope out this site. If I haven't released that already, you should see a video of what I'm doing with that pretty shortly as well. Is everyone ready to go? Let's do it. Just checking that dogs are allowed here. I don't think it's a national park. If you don't know, no dogs allowed in national parks in Australia. But this is not. This is part of the council still, so no signs yet either about dogs, so that usually means we're all set. What do you think? Just a 5-minute walk from the car park, and this is kind of the edge of the peninsula where it juts out here. And look at that. Just look at that view. The Milky Way should be rising somewhere in this area. When I grow up, I want this house. The camera's not doing it justice. That is a lakeside mansion right there. it's just still. There's not a cloud, there's not a breath of wind. So straight over the lights of where I'm shooting is just the ocean. There's really nothing on the other side. And if we could shoot just a tiny bit further south, then you wouldn't even have those lights. So it's just a stunning place when you shoot east. There's very, very little going on. And I'll be back here for sure. This is just such an amazing spot. The stars are crystal clear. You can see the Milky Way. The core isn't even up yet, but I can clearly see the band of the Milky Way, particularly around the Carina region, but even elsewhere. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the devastating floods that have been hitting the eastern seaboard of Australia lately. I've been doing a lot of traveling for work, and I've driven through a lot of these flood-affected areas, and it's just outrageous. So as you can imagine, I have done very little astro this year. Firstly, between the travel, but even if even if the travel wasn't happening, it's just the clouds have been relentless. I can count on one hand the amount of clear nights that there have been this year. So I did, fortunately, on my most recent trip up to the north coast of New South Wales, which is incidentally where the floods have been the worst, I did get a couple of clear nights. A town just outside of Coffs Harbour, a bit inland, I found this beautiful little road bridge that goes over the top of a train track, and I managed to get just a couple of single shots of the Milky Way rising over the train tracks. So what I ended up doing for the Milky Way was a 3-panel panorama. So one all taken landscape and then stacked vertically. First panel is the foreground, and then second and third are the sky. Everything from Rho Fuci rising and possibly even the Lagoon Nebula, though probably not, but all the way up past the Southern Cross and Carina Nebula. So the full Emu rising. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight for a slightly different evening of landscape astrophotography, which I don't get to do as often as I would like. In this stunning location. My resolution for this Milky Way core season is to do a bit more of this. I might be coming out here a few more times as well by the look of it. And as always, guys, keep on looking up.